All right, guys, so let's talk about what Ad Espresso is, how to actually use it to find Facebook ad examples. Because being able to find Facebook ad examples, real ads that real people have actually used in the past, especially being able to find, with us in a searchable means, being able to find specific ads for many niches or most niches is an incredible valuable tool. It's an incredibly valuable tool because what it allows you to do, guys, is not have to kind of sit there from a blank slate. Being able to kind of model your advertisements off advertisements that are proven, that have already been created, just to be able to take a look at a number of different elements, see what you like, see what you don't, and just honestly to be able to kind of establish a baseline to compare what you're putting out as advertisements related to your niche with what other advertisers have actually used. And so a tool that I like to use is actually called Ad Espresso. You'll see it right here. If you're using it and it's not working, it might be because you have ad block installed. If that's the case, just copy and paste the link, and you can just go to open link in incognito window. And we're using Google Chrome right now. So we're gonna go to Ad Espresso / ads examples right here. And what we're gonna, let me make sure that opened the right link. Yeah, it did. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we can literally type in pretty much anything we want here. Search ads by advertiser, text, URL, and more, right? And so let's say, for example, that we wanted to see ads related to real estate. We can just type in real estate, find ads now, and here we go. 1,114 Facebook ad examples for real estate. 93 pages for us to look through, right? Attention Brooklyn, if you're even slightly interested in learning about real estate investing, you can't miss this free event. Sadly, 50% of marriages end in divorce. 61% list their home for sale. These owners need a compassionate, caring agent to step up and help, right? And so there's just a ton of stuff here. I had to charter a jet. As former real estate agents, we know the last thing someone trying to grow their business and personal brand wants to do is spend money on social media unless it works. Well, it does. System flat out works. Our hometown heroes, right? Real estate Dakota MZ. I mean, there's just a ton of stuff to look through here, right? Let's take another one, for example, e-commerce. Are you looking to start a successful online business? Bob Proctor here. E-commerce world is changing. Struggling to scale your e-commerce store past $250K a year. Many powerful ways to grow your e-commerce business, right? And some of the cool things that we can do is, just check out the images here. Check out the actual headline and text and what they're actually putting here, the overlay for the display URL. I just like to see these like colorful kind of eye-popping text. She's displaying shock here, disgust, anger. One of the micro expressions that we talked about. It kind of has this eye-catching color with like the popping yellow here. She has the red sunglasses on. E-commerce performance-based Facebook ads. Looking to scale or optimize your Facebook ad campaigns to get more e-commerce sales. We take the risk out of hiring a Facebook marketer and put our money where our mouth is. We're so confident in our services that if you don't get results, you just don't pay, right? And they did a good job here of, making sure that all of what they wanted to see or all of what they wanted to be seen was seen before the preview kicked in, right? Where it says see more. So that's just a couple examples. Let's do like Pitbull. 13 ad examples here. Okay, so this is actually like Pitbull, the artist. Oh, here's one though. New edition for Pitbull lovers, men and women's t-shirts, hoodies, order here, right? Just a very simple kind of, nice looking merchandise here. The sight of his first human left him speechless. Pitbull puppy gets the surprise of a lifetime, right? So a lot of stuff here, Pitbull mom, and you can unlock even more if you want to give them, your name and email, but they do show you a ton of stuff kind of very, very easily. And you can actually, narrow these down by desktop newsfeed, Facebook right column. And remember that most of the ads that we're going to be running are just using the Facebook feeds because they're significantly more profitable than the Facebook right column. But if you are retargeting, for example, with a very defined audience, then looking at Facebook right column ads does make some sense. Again, so if you don't know what to type in here, don't feel stressed out. You can literally come in here and just go fashion and beauty, find ads. Oops. Fashion and beauty, find ads now. And you can just take a look at some of the best ones, right? Rogue Fitness, stick to anywhere, reading glasses, handcrafted shoes for men, direct from Italy, right? So there's a lot of social proof here. People associate Italy with style, with kind of quality and things like that. The Italian shoe brand pioneering, right? A lot of good stuff here. So, never let yourself kind of be overwhelmed by starting from scratch. Pretty much everything you guys will want to see is kind of right here for you to take a look at. If you want to look at luxury, luxury brands normally have really kind of high quality marketing. This is a beautiful image right here by Montblanc. They have some jewelry ads, some watch ads, lots of different stuff here to take a look at. And so, this website is just such a fantastic way of kind of getting ideas, getting the wheels turning, right? I never ever just go out and try to start an ad campaign completely from scratch because there's no reason to, right? If you know where to look, never ever ever reinvent the wheel. Get inspiration from brands that have already spent a ton of money refining these things, right? They've split test a bunch of different stuff. And if they're coming up and if they're, showing ads consistently over time, using kind of, the same images that you continue to see, it's probably because they're working, right? And you can also look by objective, which is great. Like if you're doing lead generation with your lead magnet, if you're actually trying to sell things, if you're just trying to create awareness, if you have an event coming up. Event ads are always really good, right? If you're trying to like a grand opening of a local business or something like that. So these ads, are just great to take a look at. Like a yoga studio opening. Yoga studios are a great one that I probably should have put on the small businesses to run ads for. I like to look at sales also because sales are kind of the backbone of all of this anyways. This is pretty beautiful, kind of a carousel ad here, the DPAs looks like, and it's always fun looking at kind of lead gen stuff, seeing what people are using for lead magnets and things like that. Free new music, simplify employee payments. Right, here's a quiz one. People love quizzes. Step 1, get a quote. We guarantee to sell your car in 30 days or we'll buy it from you for the same price. Wow. See, that is a great way to get people in the door, right? Because they say that, but then they're probably gonna put that at a price where them buying it would guarantee profit, or have contingencies based on the actual quality of your video, or excuse me, of your car. So these are all the different types of objectives you can look at. You can also do has specific things, right? Has humans. I always recommend your advertisements to have humans. You can check things specifically by videos to get ideas related for videos. If you want to see carousel ads, for example, if you want to see retargeting, they really do go super refined here, guys, and take advantage of it, right? Take a look at things that are has humans. Let's do real estate that has humans. We'll do sales, and let's do newsfeed. So they gave us 8, right? So here we go now, the real estate that has humans, sales, and from the desktop newsfeed for us to take a look at. Listings are gold. Are you doing everything you can to get more of them? Download our free guide to learn more. 10 ways to get more listings in today's low inventory market. This is a fantastic ad, right, to base some of your stuff on. And that pretty much is Ad Espresso, right? So when I'm actually building out ads here down in the ad section, I'll literally just have, my text here, my website URL, my headline, and then, let's say I'm making a advertisement on dogs, for example, and I wanted to, maybe do like e-commerce or sales, right, in the desktop newsfeed. I'll go to find ads now, and then I'll just take a look at this, right? I just want to sip my coffee and pet my, right, kind of gets people involved. And I would actually write some of these out that I like 10 simple things that could add years to your dog's life, right? All different types of advertisements here for me to kind of take a look at. And so I would have this side by side with my ads, and then I would just use it to get ideas, right? It's just another way to kind of get the wheels turning, get some inspiration, really understand, what you're trying to actually portray in your advertisement itself, and then taking, inspiration, getting ideas from Ad Espresso, and then directly applying it to your own advertisements. Never, ever, ever let yourself, sit there and feel like you don't know what to type or feel like you just, can't make an advertisement yourself. Get inspiration, get inspired by other advertisers out there. All advertisers in the world get ideas from each other, guys. It's a-okay to do that. So that's Ad Espresso, guys, and that is one of the many ways that I'm going to show you how to get ideas from other expert advertisers out there in the world for any niche related to your product or service, and how to make amazing ads every single time and never feel overwhelmed looking at a blank slate. So I hope you enjoyed that one, guys, and let's get to the next.